Why can't she walk in and see a face that looks like hers? Why she gotta walk in and see, you know, a mixed woman who's light skinned and who has 3A curls on her head? Why? Like, I don't understand it. It's like, we're gonna buy the product if it works in our hair. You can put people on the marketing campaigns that look like us. We're still gonna buy the product. Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. All right, y'all. Y'all asked me for this story time. I'm about to give y'all the story time. Before we start, somebody gonna ask. The lipstick I have on, it's a Guerlain lipstick. It says number 165. And then I got on Taraji lip gloss from MAC. So pretty, pretty, pretty on brown women's. Anyway, y'all, so in the last video I had mentioned that I went to Sephora and some other places when I was looking for the Jane Carter Solution stuff with all the natural hair, blah blah blah, right? So what had happened was, I'm in Sephora, and you know how Sephora got all them like gotchas in the line, like when you're in the line going through, they got all the stuff all over that lane to attract your attention so you can buy more stuff while you're waiting in line. So I'm there, so I'm looking, you know, I'm looking around Sephora, blah blah blah, and then I see this big sign like off that's like Madam CJ Walker. So I was like, oh dang, Madam CJ Walker got a line of, you know, hair stuff. Dang, for the black folks. Okay, let me go check it out. So I got out of line, went over to look at the products to see what they were. So, but you know how there'll be like a billboard type display up and then the products will be on the shelves. I didn't even look up at first. I just went straight to the products. So I'm looking and I'm like, oh, they only have a few products, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, I wonder what's up with this line or what's behind it. So then I took a step back to look at the displays and the visuals that they had set up. So when I stepped back and looked at the display, the visuals for the display, I was like, oh hell no, what? So, okay. I look at the display and all I see a bunch of, shouldn't say a bunch of, say there was like 3 women. 2 of them looked like they were mixed, okay? Nothing wrong with mixed women. Everybody got love for everybody. There's no shade, nothing like that. But there is a difference when you're talking about my hair that I gotta put a perm in, not gotta, but that I have to relax in order to get it to do what it does like this. And somebody who is mixed their hair, what it takes for their hair to look the way they want their hair to look. So I was just really taken aback, like, why is this brand, this line, this name that's so like quintessentially African-American hair care being marketed to me like, oh, you know, all this hair is black hair and we make products for all, you know, hair types. And listen, if you make hair products for all hair types, that's all well and good, marketed that way. I get it, I understand it. You have a right to do that. Every woman needs a hair product, you know. The market is not segmented. I understand that. However, that's like if you took the name Martin Luther King Jr., you had a whole bunch of people who didn't struggle for civil rights associated with, you know, that name, that brand, you know, that moniker, what it means, what it stands for, what people's interpretation of it is. So I was just blown away, like, why they got all these white women or mixed women or non-African American looking women on all of the, you know, visuals for this brand. I was just really confused. So then I was looking at the products, and the products were like I was saying in my last video, you know, there's this whole influx in the market recently of this whole natural hair, jump on the natural hair bandwagon, market to the natural hair community. And it's funny to me because it's like, y'all about 5 years late, first of all. But secondly, it's like, there's a place for everybody, and more than one person can be successful within an industry, true enough. But when it's 25 new natural hair companies, or it's 25 new marketing campaigns directed toward women who have natural hair, it's like at some point you're playing on people's intelligence. Like, you think they're not gonna know, like that you're just jumping on the bandwagon because it's lucrative right now. But whatever, you know, brands do what they do. Back to this Madam CJ Walker mess. I was like, I don't understand why there's this need recently to, I think, marginalize real African American women in our hair and our beauty. And I think it's being done by this kind of, oh, we're gonna throw everybody in the pot together. Everybody's black. All these women who are not white, they're black, they're brown. No, there is a difference. I have 2 daughters. My youngest daughter is very, very dark skinned. She had locks down her back. She just cut them. She's natural. My older daughter's natural. Been natural for 7, 8 years now. I was natural. What I'm saying to you is, when I look at Lupita, that's a black woman in my eyes. She's African American. She has similarly textured hair to the women I grew up with, to my own hair. To me, that's a black woman when I think black woman. Michelle Obama, black woman, black hair, relaxed hair or natural hair. Oprah Winfrey, black woman, okay? Listen, hear me out. This is what I'm saying. So, when people are out in the streets being ugly and they don't know the cameras are rolling and they're talking about N-word bitch this and N-word bitch that, they're not talking about mixed women. They're not talking about brown women. They're talking about women who look like those ladies I just named. Let's just be real about it. That's who they're talking about. So I don't like it when other segments of society come in and try to marginalize that and turn it into something different than what it is in actuality for their benefit. They're doing it to make money. It's a marketing ploy. And this is not a negative thing. This is just the truth. Alicia Keys' hair is different than Lupita's hair. Okay? The product that makes Alicia Keys' hair, you know, her curls pop, that makes her curls define, that makes her hair bouncy, that product is not going to do that in Lupita's hair. Let's just be real about the whole thing. That's just the truth of the matter. It's not a negative, it's just a truthful observation. So I don't like when these brands, and I think Target had done this a few years back and there was this whole big uproar about it. I don't like when they do that. Even within the group of women who have quote unquote traditionally African American textured hair, you all probably watching this know there's different hair textures, there's different hair types within that segment. Then you want to go and add all these women with 3C, 3A, 3B hair and say, oh, it's for everybody. This works for everybody. It doesn't work for everybody. And that's just the truth of the matter. That's why women with 4C hair have niche channels on YouTube, because they're like, look, I know that stuff don't work. Let me tell you what I found that does actually work on our natural hair. You can look it up. There's a million channels on it because there's a need for it, because it's different than other hair types that are touted as natural or African American. And it just irritates me that people don't deal with the reality. Like, it's not a negative, it's a conversation that can be had, and it's just the truth of the matter. It's not saying Alicia's hair is better than, you know, Lupita's, or Lupita's hair is better than Alicia's. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's different. If I go to the hospital and I got a splinter in my finger, you're not going to give me the same thing as Joe Blow who walks in with a broken leg. You know, you can't say, oh, they're all patients. That's what they do. Like, oh, it's all black and brown women's hair care. No, bitch, I need a perm. It's not the same. It's not the same thing. And it just drives me crazy. And why can't my dark-skinned, dreadlock hair having daughter walk into a Sephora, see a brand that she knows, Madam CJ Walker, to be this pioneer of black hair care? Why can't she walk in and see a face that looks like hers? Why she gotta walk in and see you know, a mixed woman who's light skinned and who has 3A curls on her head. Why? Like, I don't understand it. It's like, we're gonna buy the product if it works in our hair. You can put people on the marketing campaigns that look like us. We're still gonna buy the product. Like, we're still gonna buy the product. If it works, we're gonna buy it. You know how I know that? Because we go into beauty supply stores in the middle of the damn hood to get the products that we get that work, that we've found to work on our hair. So if you put it in Sephora and it works, we're gonna buy that too. So that's my story time. That's my little rant. You know, I'm sure people gonna have all kinds of opinions, but the truth is the truth, you know, and I just don't like this whole new, like, the way people ignore the differences between us. In my mind, it some kind of way minimizes those differences, and I don't think anyone's differences should be minimized. I think God made all of us different for a reason, and all those differences should not just be tolerated, they should be celebrated. So I don't like that. If you're gonna make a product that's gonna work in my 4C hair and you're gonna call it natural hair product for black women, then make that product. The Mixed Chicks line is hugely successful, and look how they marketed it for mixed chicks, and it works well on these specific types of hair that mixed women usually characteristically have. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody said they were right or wrong or good or bad. It's just the truth of the matter. So I thought that was some bullshit. I'm gonna look into it more because I didn't research it and look it up, like, to find out just what was behind the brand, who owns it now, you know, all kinds of things that could have been going on in the background that led to led to what I saw. I don't know, but that's what I saw. I thought it was some bullshit. It blew my mind. I didn't even want to look at the products anymore, much less spend my hard-earned money on them, because I was offended. Like, what the hell is this? So y'all tell me how y'all feel. Sound off. This gonna be one of those videos like the one I did about the stylist that be coming for me. This gonna cause a lot of, you know, uproar. I know, I get it, but hey, it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said, comment down below, ask questions down below. I always get back to you guys. Don't be rude. Don't show your ass in the comments, but, you know, comment down below. If you haven't subscribed and you like my content, I don't always do rant videos. There's several other videos you'll see at the end of this one that you can click on that are strictly related to short hair care at home. If you like that type of thing, please feel free to subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much for always watching, commenting, and supporting. And until next time, guys, bye.